All right, good morning again, my dear.
Good morning.
So things are looking up as we go toward the weekend.
God, I hope so, yes. I think the weekend's going to be fabulous, to tell you the truth. I think Mars has just gone into the sign of Pisces, and it's good news for some signs and not so good for other signs. So I thought I would go through and kind of highlight what we can expect for the next 6 weeks, because wherever Mars is where you are putting your energy into, where you're attaching your ego to something and trying to create something in your life.
Okay.
So I thought I would do that. We're in the sign of Pisces, so Mars is in their sign, and everybody's yelling at Pisces. And they're about to get fired up. Pisces had a horrible time between 2007 and 2010, and this is the first chance they get to rebuild their lives, to rehabilitate themselves, their lives, their interpersonal relationships. So they are fired up, and the people that are going to be yelling at them are the people that aren't really happy about them really promoting their own interests, but it's about time they did. For Aries, this is in their 12th house of their own undoing. Aries have to be really careful not to alienate what would be perfectly good allies. They have to be really careful not to step on toes. They have to give a little bit more than they get, kind of stay in the background, which Aries are not really big fans of, so they'll probably whine and moan about that. For Tauruses, this is great energy for them, which is good to know, Mason. It's in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives, and for Taurus, they're going to be assembling a team of friends or colleagues to help the Taurus achieve its hope, wish, goal, or objective, and in turn the Taurus helps the team reach its hope, wish, goal, or objective.
Oh, so, yeah, Miss Pat's working on some things.
Yeah. But again, that's kind of like a group effort to make it happen.
Okay.
And it's one of those symbiotic things where everybody benefits instead of just one.
Okay.
For Geminis, this is not the greatest time in the world to be a Gemini, as Muammar Gaddafi is finding out. Mars is in their 10th house of career and public standing, and normally Mars in Gemini says off with your head. Mars in your 10th house of career and public standing means you have to fight for your job. So I give Muammar till about the 10th or so of March before he's headed for the south of France as well. So Geminis have to be really careful because in this fight they want to try and stay out of the... They don't want to go to any fights they're not expressly invited to attend. And now is not the right time for Geminis to try and make a stand about their job, because they're not likely to be successful with that. For Cancers, great energy for them. Important legal, educational, travel matters. Important matters at a distance. The law's on their side and they can use it to get what it is that they desire. For Leos, they're fixing to spend a ton of money. Yeah, I know. I hate to say it because you throw stuff at me, but Mars is in their 8th house of other people's resources, and it's not the Leo generating expenses, it's the people around them generating expenses, the things around them generating expenses.
Yeah, and Pat will probably agree with you on that.
Yeah. And I don't mind if you're buying stuff for yourself, but my gosh, and it's sort of like every time I turn around, it's $50 here, $100 there, coming out of their pockets. So Leos aren't really thrilled with that. Yeah, I know, I didn't make you happy, but it beats people yelling at you the way they were doing last month.
Oh,
so,
that's true.
I'm okay
I like
with that.
Yeah, I like
exactly.
That.
For Virgos, they're getting people yelling at them. Mars is opposing their sign, and Virgos are trying very hard to assert their own identity and to increase their public image, like me starting a Facebook page finally.
Did you do that already?
I finally did, yeah, I know. Welcome to the third millennium, The Star Goddess.
The Star Goddess on Facebook, okay.
On Facebook. And that way, posting little things about what's going on with each individual day, because our listeners have to wait till Wednesday, and then just the energy of the day kind of thing. And I'm not sure everybody's going to be responsive to that with Mars opposing your sign, so for Virgos. And they have to pick and choose their battles. For Libras, it is in their 6th house of work. There is more work headed their way, and not more money, which is a drag, but it's sort of like the donkey and the carrot, that if you do the more work now, it will pay off for you down the road. And they have to be careful not to burn the candle at both ends, because then they'll run out of candle and their health will be impacted. For Scorpios, great time for them. Mars in Pisces is wonderful energy, very creative, lots of fun, fires them up, gets their juices going, and really inspires their passion on a variety of levels. Sagittarians, oh boy, going to take all that energy and put it through remodeling or refurbishing or fixing something up at home. And that's the kind of energy that starts where you paint one wall and you end up painting them all. And it is 6 weeks worth of effort to rehabilitate that or refurbish
You go, Bobby,
that.
go, Bobby.
I'm working on the roof now.
Yeah, and everything that it touches. For Capricorns, it is in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. The pace of their daily living picks up to near warp speed, and they need to make sure, because this is all stuff they've asked for, all said, yeah, we want to do this, and then they're going to have to accommodate that into their day-to-day living so they don't fall behind the power curve. And then the last sign is Aquarius, and they are fixing to spend a ton of money. Anything for an Aquarian that can break will. It's a time of trying, and sometimes you have to spend money in order to make money, but all I know is for Aquarians, the money seems to flow into their hands and immediately out. It'll be hard for them to hold on to it over the next 6 weeks or so. So, Mars in Pisces, that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac, and I quite frankly am glad that Mars is out of Aquarius and crazy stuff stops.
All right, The Star Goddess on Facebook. Check it out, and a little bit later on this morning, we'll have the entire video and audio, of course, of what she just did there, in case you missed it, up on myq105.com. Check it out. See you next Wednesday.
Always a pleasure.